وصل صوتك.
The Exchange, hello, welcome to Tunisia and welcome to Mosaique FM.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for having us.
You're an American a cappella quintet formed in 2012. Christopher, Aaron, Jamal, Richard and Alfredo. There are only three of you. Why are they absent?
The other two were too sleepy. I'm lying, no.
Will they make it for the show?
Yeah, we'll make sure they're there for the show.
All right. 3 albums so far. Let's go back to the very early days. How did you guys meet?
Oh, good question. So we all met on a reality TV show called The Sing-Off. It's a lot like The American Idol or The Voice, except it's a cappella groups competing against one another. And so some of the group were in different groups competing. Fredo and I worked on the staff of the show. And we all became friends through that process, and none of their groups won. And so we decided that we should put a new group together and use that group to kind of to reach our own personal dreams. And then The Exchange was born from that.
Do you think that if one of the groups has won, you wouldn't be here?
Yeah. If one of those groups had won, I don't think The Exchange would exist. They'd get a bunch of money and a record deal and go somewhere else.
Okay. So let's say it plainly. This is not your average pop band because all of your sounds are performed by your voices, and from the lyrics to the drums. How do you do that? Is it a difficult technique?
No, not really. I think that in general we cover a lot of top 40 songs that people know anywhere in the world, and that helps you to connect. So I think also a great thing about doing it a cappella is it's not just like another band covering it. So we kind of have this different approach towards it, and I think it's impressive to a lot of people.
It is, because I didn't know you, to be honest. And I checked your videos and I said, wow, how can they do that?
All right.
That's it, right, exactly. That's good.
Because if you don't mind, we would like to have a demonstration. Can you do something for us?
Yeah.
Wow. Very good, very good. Where does your love for a cappella stem from?
I think for each of us it's different. There are different little reasons, but the big reason is that a cappella music, or more broadly, singing, is deeply human. It's a thing that we can all do regardless of our age, our background, our culture. All cultures sing, all humans sing, and we think that with that in mind, it is the best way to bridge the gap between people and to make connections.
Because it conveys emotions.
Absolutely,
Okay.
it is the vehicle for the human experience, and so that's why we like it. Also, it's very cheap. We don't have to travel with heavy instruments. So.
Okay, that's a bonus. Who would you say is current fan base for The Exchange?
We've
I actually looked at the metrics. Better.
Yeah, so we've been really lucky. We've traveled to 45 different countries to sing, and we've got to tour with the Backstreet Boys a little bit, and so we've kind of had the chance to develop a fan base in a lot of different places, and we found that most of the places around the world, not necessarily our home, have really responded to our music. So we have a lot of fans in Taiwan and Hong Kong, and then we have a lot of fans in Europe, and so we're hoping maybe Tunisia is now. Some people here.
Do you appeal more to a younger audience?
Yes.
I think so.
I think the general is 35 and under.
Okay.
I'd say
I don't fit in. Sorry.
Well, I think.
Well, on Backstreet Boys, it was a little different, I think.
Yeah, I mean that's a generalization. But if you come to our show, you'll see that we sing music from all ages. So we have James Brown, and we have Bruno Mars. We have Elvis, and then we have Taylor Swift. So we try to make it so that there's something in the show for everyone. But we're very energetic, and we jump around and. Young people like that.
Okay, let's talk about your visit to Tunisia. It's part of the U.S. State Department American Music Abroad program. What is your role as music ambassadors?
Well, you actually made that term.
Yeah, I know.
You gave me the buzzword ahead of time.
Okay.
We are musical ambassadors. But basically, we are here on behalf of the U.S. Embassy in Tunis, working with American Music Abroad. And that program's goal is to use the arts to create cultural bridges between people. We're here to share a lot about American culture, music, and ideals, but also to learn about what makes Tunisia so special and unique, and to take that back with us. So the goal is just to exchange and to get to know each other. It seems bigger than it is, but we just want to make friends.
It's nice. So you visited, you said it earlier, nearly 50 countries in the last 5 years. What have you gained? What have you learned from this rich exchange?
Well, I think a big thing that we learned is, aside from like a language barrier, that many people are just like us. You know, everyone wants to be happy. Everyone wants a good life. You know, everyone knows what a good time is. So I feel like that's almost why the group has been so successful, because our vibe is just, let's have fun tonight. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I feel like just people in general can relate to that.
Yeah, I think when you look at what we know about the rest of the world, you only see what's on the news, and the news is a very different perspective on things than actually
very negative one.
Yes, exactly. Unfortunately, so what we learn about other cultures and countries is usually swayed and different than the reality. You know, so it's nice to go around and say, oh, in Taiwan, you guys are very similar. You just speak Mandarin instead of being a crazy different culture that nobody understands. It's just we're all
basically
humans, right?
all humans are alike.
Yeah. We share more than we don't.
Some people are different in a little ways, but people are pretty much the same.
Good. During your numerous travels, you not only sing but also teach a cappella in workshops. Why do you do that?
Well, why not?
Why not?
No, that's evasive. The real answer is because...
Is it to hand over to the next generation?
Absolutely. You took the words right out of my mouth. It's because young people are the future, and because, again, music as a form of communication is one of the best. So especially if you can start with young people and teaching them how to use the arts and how to use their words and how to get in touch with different ways to express themselves. You create an environment where people grow up to become more fully realized individuals. So we just also it's fun. It's really a fun way to get to connect with the young people in a region. So.
Okay, do they respond easily?
I think so, yeah. Well, if I'm being honest, young people are more direct, more honest than grown-ups. They haven't really learned how to lie to themselves yet. Or to others.
Not yet.
Not yet. And so they'll tell you what they like and what they don't like, and you can just see if it's working or if it isn't. So we enjoy working with young people because they give us a lot of energy and a lot of good spirit to do what we do.
Okay, so 2 shows in Tunisia, Thursday today in Tunis and Saturday in Tabarka. What should we expect?
You should expect to not sit down for too much of the show. We like to have a good time. We're wild and crazy guys. We run around the stage. So we're going to ask you a lot of questions. Clap with us. Are you having a good time? Are you ready for this?
Sing with us. Dance with us.
Have you learned some Arabic?
A little.
Oh, so we...
Aslama.
Oh, yeah. We're trying to learn some songs in Arabic and or in some Tunisian songs. So there's Baba Bakhari, Baba Bakhari, Baba Bakhari, Ya Rabbi Khalas Wakhili.
Oh, this is very nice.
So I have been practicing.
You have to practice.
I have to admit, I'm cheating right now. I'm looking a little bit at some of those. But tonight, I think we might try to incorporate into the show some of the songs from Tunisia because... we're here to sing and learn culture.
The audience will go crazy.
I hope so. That's the idea.
We'll get as close as we can.
What's next for you as a band?
Well, we are actually on this tour for about another month. So we're going to visit Morocco, Jordan, and Jerusalem on this tour. And then later in May, we'll be going to the southern part of Africa and be visiting Swaziland.
Okay. I read on the band side that soon you'll be taking an indefinite hiatus. Is that a subtle way to say that you're stopping the experience for a while?
It's a way to say that I think we are so interested in many things that we are starting a music school in Australia and we are performing as smaller groups, not a cappella, and we are doing things that are expanding our reach. So we're going to be teaching more, and we're going to still be recording, and in the future looking for gigs. So there's so many opportunities out there. We're trying.
But
to find
no solo
things.
projects, huh? You'll be
I think the thing is, this has been life for 5 years, and we have fully dedicated ourselves and off-put other things for the last 5 years. So I think that. Some people might want to go back to school. Some people might want to go and pursue other degrees. Some people might want to pursue other projects. And we are supportive of that. And I think we are friends, we are family, we are brothers. So
yeah. And I think one of the big things we talk about in our workshops too is that your life can take many different paths, and none of them is right or wrong, so long as you feel that you're doing what you should be doing. So this has been an amazing experience to teach and learn, and it has opened up so many doors that we can't do it all. We can't be on the road full time and be teaching and be recording. So
and
we're just trying to be responsible.
In other countries.
We're trying to be responsible adults and organize our time.
So it's the beginning of a new cycle for you.
Absolutely, it's exciting though.
Okay. Would you like to thank somebody?
Oh gosh, well of
Thanks.
course we'd like to thank Almax and the Cultural Center. They've been with us this whole week. They've been looking after us and it's been a blast. Thanks to all the embassy staff, Nejda and Najla for translating for us. Thank you so much. It's been a great week. We've eaten some good food, heard some good music, and it's not even over yet. We have our show tonight and then Tabarka tomorrow, so it's been a great week.
Good. The Exchange, thank you very much for being with us on Mosaique FM.
Thank you for having us. It's been great.